Have you ever imagined traveling to another planet without ever leaving Earth? What if I told you that there is a remote, isolated geographic spot in the heart of the ocean where the hands of time seem to have stood still for millions of years? A place where the trees are unlike our trees and the birds are unlike our birds. A land woven with ancient myths, which remained a perplexing puzzle for centuries, baffling travelers and igniting the curiosity of explorers. Welcome to the Pearl of the Indian Ocean. Welcome to the Yemeni island of Socotra. Socotra lies at the crossroads of the Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. It is not just a fleeting island, but an entire archipelago that broke away from the Arabian Peninsula and the continent of Africa over 6 million years ago. This early geological separation, along with a long isolation amidst fierce waves, turned Socotra into a unique natural laboratory, a world that evolved completely cut off from the rest of the mainland, producing life unparalleled anywhere else. The moment your feet touch this ground, you will feel as though you have stepped into a scene from a sci-fi movie. Look around you. Do you see those bizarre trees crowning the mountain peaks? This is the dragon's blood tree, a massive natural umbrella, looking as if it were turned upside down to squeeze the clouds, standing with pride and majesty on the harsh, rocky slopes. But its strange geometric shape is not the only marvel here. If you were to scratch the bark of this tree, it would bleed a dark, sticky red sap, looking exactly like human blood. In ancient times, this red resin was a commodity more precious than pure gold. It was used by the pharaohs and the Romans in medicine, in magic rituals, and in the complex mummification processes of their kings. Local inherited legend says that this bleeding sap is the result of a legendary, bloody clash between the first two brothers on Earth, while another myth claims it is the scattered drops of blood from a fierce battle between a giant dragon and an elephant, from which these towering trees sprouted to immortalize that epic war. But Socotra doesn't stop at the legend of the dragon's blood. It is a divine nursery containing plants you might think were drawn by a surrealist artist's brush. A third of the plant life here, numbering over 700 species, exists nowhere else in this entire vast universe. Here, you will meet the desert rose, massive, swollen trunks storing water, looking like plump roots planted upside down to defy the drought. And there is the rare cucumber tree, alongside forests of frankincense trees that exude the heavy scent of ancient history. And the land alone is not the only theater of wonders. On its coasts, the brilliant white sands of Arhur, shaped by the winds into giant mountainous dunes, meet the crystal-clear blue waters of the sea. Once you dive beneath the surface, another world opens up to you, teeming with colorful coral reefs, rare fish, and sunken shipwrecks that tell the tales of sailors who risked their lives to reach this isolated paradise. Historically, this island was a crucial pivot point, a vital anchorage for sailing ships crossing between the civilizations of the East and West. It was a primary source for the finest types of incense, frankincense, and Socotrine aloe with its magical healing properties. Alexander the Great knew of it, sending his soldiers to seize its aloe to heal his warriors' wounds. The ancient Greeks wrote about it, naming it Dioscorides, and it was known to the Indians as the Island of Bliss, because whoever possessed its bounties possessed a treasure beyond the limits of material valuation. But amidst all this magic, an important question surfaces. What about the dangers? Is Socotra an entirely safe oasis? In Socotra, danger doesn't come from the meddling of humans, but from the wrath of nature itself. The island is subjected to a violent climate laboratory. It is battered by fierce monsoon winds known as the autumn winds. These winds blow so hard that they completely isolate the island from the outside world for several months every year. During that time, Its waves rise like mountains, capable of swallowing the largest ships without mercy. Its interior terrain is unforgiving. Its mountains are as sharp as blades, and its valleys are abyssal. And among its greatest secrets, its pitch-black caves. Imagine entering the Hoq Cave, a massive mouth that swallows you into the belly of the mountain, extending for over 3 kilometers in total darkness. This cave still hides, among its limestone stalactites and stalagmites, ancient Syriac, Indian, and Arabic inscriptions, left behind by stranded sailors who sought refuge inside from the deluge. Navigating this complex environment requires an expertise possessed only by the children of the land themselves. Your local guide is not just a tour guide. He is a guardian of the island, who knows the positions of the stars and reads the movement of the winds. The people of Socotra are kind and simple, speaking the Socotra language, an ancient, rare Semitic language. It is an unwritten language, passed down through generations by voice, storytelling, and oral poetry that they sing across the valleys, preserving their identity from extinction. In our fast-paced modern world, where gray concrete has covered everything, and screens and technology have taken over the finest details of our daily lives, Socotra stands as a final fortress for pristine nature, a place that teaches you humility before the greatness of the Creator. It reminds you that this earth we inhabit still hides in its unseen pockets, secrets we have yet to grasp, and a beauty not yet defiled by the hands of tampering. Socotra is not just a regular tourist trip you return from with a few souvenir photos. Socotra is a journey deep into time and a return to the universe's original state of nature. If you're ready to explore more of our world's hidden wonders and dive into the tales of cities and islands you've never heard of before, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be the first to travel with us. Let us know in the comments, which unknown city or region should we explore in our next video? This is Cinematic Atlas. See you on our next journey to an even more mysterious place. Goodbye.